Okay, you guys, it's 112 degrees today. So I ain't going anywhere near the woods because it's heat stroke waiting to happen. So today we're going to talk about something that everybody that lives in Florida and the Southeast in general should be thinking about and planning for right now. And that is the loss of power. Okay. I don't care whether it's from an afternoon thunderstorm or from one of these big bad hurricanes that I got a feeling that we're going to get a big bad hurricane in the next month or so. You got to have some way to at least have some lights or at least have some supplemental refrigeration, kind of the things that make us modern humans. I know the pioneers, lived with candles and open fires and all that other kind of stuff, and we could do that. We have all of our camping stuff and all of our bushcrafting stuff that we could use, but it'd be kind of hard. So what I did is I went down to Harbor Freight and I got myself one of these. The Predator 350 watt portable power station. Okay, this is a power station. It's not a power generator. Okay, this is nothing but a battery in a box with a pure sine inverter on top of it that will run a number of different voltages of things, and you can recharge it in a number of different ways. That's all it is. It's a battery in a box with an inverter. Okay, this is not a torture test. This is not an unboxing. There's plenty of videos that you can go watch if you want to see that. I can't understand somebody will take a 350 watt power station like this and try to plug 1500 watt appliance in it and then say, oh, well, it didn't work. It didn't run it for very long. Of course it didn't run it for very long. It's not made to run it for very long. I plan to use this for two things. Number one, I got a 12 volt refrigerator that I use when me and Mrs. Florida Boy are traveling in the back of the Toyota 4Runner, and the 4Runner has a 12 volt charging outlet in the back. So I can plug this into the charging outlet, and then I can plug my refrigerator into this. The truck will keep the power station charged, and the power station will run the 12 volt refrigerator for a long time. And two, I plan to use it for lighting when my power goes out or when a hurricane comes over. So let's go down and look at this. We're not going to unbox it, and we're going to look at how much it takes to run two of my lamps that I normally use, because when it's dark, it's nice to have light. So let's go down and check this thing out. Okay, we're going to take a very quick look at this, and then we're going to move on to what I'm going to use it for. Here we go, in all of its glory, our Predator 350 watt power station, 350 running watts, 700 max starting watts, 294 watt hours. Keep track of those figures. They're going to come in handy in a little while. There's our DC charging port or running port. You can run any 12 volt DC appliances over there, off of there. A couple of USB ports. You can charge up different appliances, laptops, phones, everything else. You got two 110 outlets because it's got a pure sine inverter on it. Here's your AC side, here's your DC side, and here's your USB side. Now, I keep this sucker in the box, and I keep it charged to 100%. It comes with a little decal right up here that says, charge it up to 100% before the first use or you void the warranty. This thing's got a 5-year warranty on it, and it's good for about 3,500 charging cycles. So I'm not going to charge it, I'm not going to run it down 10 cycles in its entire life. So this is going to last me a long time. Plus 5-year warranty, save your receipt. If anything happens to it, go back, take it back, get a new one. Maybe they'll update it. Okay, but charge it up to 100% before the first use. This thing stays in the box at 100% charge. I check this every month or two to see that it's at 100% charge. If that drops down to 99, 99, 98, whatever, I plug it in for 5 or 10 minutes and I keep it at 100% charge. So when I need this sucker, it's here ready at 100% charge. Now, it's got a nice carry handle there in the back. You can charge it a couple of different ways, or you can run a couple of different things from it. You can charge it up from the wall before the hurricane gets here. Plug it in. That's a standard computer plug. One of those 3-prong dudes that you run your laptop off of, or you run your desktop. Plug it in there, plug it in the wall, charges up at 100 watts max. Or it's got this little plug up here and they give you these little cords with it. This plugs into there, and the 12-volt side plugs into the back of your car to charge this from your car while you're running. So you can recharge it from the car, turn it around, plug your 12-volt refrigerator in, because my 12-volt refrigerator will run on either 12 volts or it'll run on 110. They gave me two different power cords with it too. So I can charge it from the truck in the back, and I can plug my refrigerator in the front, and I can have nice cold beverages for the duration of the trip. Okay, so run this or use this for what it's supposed to be used for. It's supposed to be used for 350 watts maximum. Don't plug a 700 or 800 watt refrigerator in and then watch it fault and say, oh, it didn't run it. I don't know why people do torture tests like that. That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. 700 maximum starting watts. Who cares about that? 294 watt hours. That's going to tell us how long we can run our stuff. So I'm going to go get a couple of the lamps that I'm going to use, and I'm going to plug this in, and we're going to see how it works. Okay, here we go. We got a lamp with an 18 watt LED bulb in it, and we got our power station. You guys, it is so hot out here. I am sweating to death. I even got the fans running in here. But we're going to do a little test, and I'm going to show you how nice it is to have lights. Okay, we got our lamp with an 18 watt LED bulb plugged in to the Predator power station. Now, it's not off. You got to hit the on button to turn it on. So let's hit the on button and see what we got. AC. Okay. Bam. We are running 13 watts. Let's see if I can zoom in on that a little bit for you. Our lamp is on, as you can see. And hold on. That's a little better. Our lamp is shining bright, and we are using 13 watts. Now I have another lamp that I'm going to use. I'm going to use two of these when the lights go out. And this power station, it says right now, it's going to run this one lamp for 17 hours and 32 minutes. Okay? That ain't bad. It's nice to have lights. I'm figuring the other lamp is exactly the same with exactly the same bulb. So we're going to have 26 watts. So take the 17 and divide it by 2. What do we got? 8.5 hours. I'm going to run it for like 2 hours a night. And then I can come out the next day and I can recharge it. Here we go. That's just a sample of what we can do. This little darling is going to run my lights, and it's going to run my 12 volt refrigerator that I use for traveling in the back. It's one of those, I forget what kind it is. I'll see if I can put a caption on it. But the 12 volt refrigerator works really, really nice, gives you some nice refrigeration, and it'll really save a lot of your food. But now, when the lights go out from the hurricane, I can have lights. I don't have to resort to candles. And the display just goes out. Okay? Just tap that button. 17 hours and 32 minutes. And it's still at 100%. So it's only giving 13 watts out. But that's what I'm going to use this power station for. Okay, let's go up and talk about what we learned today. Okay, what did we learn today? We learned that it is hot as hell. Man, I am sweating to death. It is so hot. That's what leads me to believe we're going to get a badass hurricane. And when we do get a hurricane and my power goes out, I can have this little baby in action in literally 5 minutes. Now, I bought this back in March before the tariffs. They were priced at $199, and I got it with a 15% off coupon. So I paid $169 for it. Today, after the tariffs and after some price increases, this is what it's selling for today. Quite a difference, right? This is not a talk about tariffs, but I think that this was a really, really good deal for 169 bucks. This is going to do a lot of things for me. It's going to give me lights all night, every night. I can either charge it up when the power is still out. I can charge it up from my car. I can buy the Harbor Freight 100-watt solar panel, or you can use a different 100-watt solar panel and charge it up during the day from solar power, and you can have your power to use at night again. Remember, it's nice to use lights. You don't have to depend on battery operated lights, like the little battery operated camping lights or candles. Sometimes candles can be a fire hazard if you're using a candle in a room with carpet and things like that, or one of your kids knocks it over, there goes your house. This thing is not going to catch your house on fire, but it is going to give you some light at night, and it's going to run a 12-volt refrigerator very, very effectively. Remember, if you're going to get one of these, use it for what it's meant to be used for. If you run it at 350 watts max all the time, it's not going to last very long. It's only going to last 2 or 3 hours running max. I'm not even going to run it 10 or 20% of the max. So I'm going to get a lot of runtime out of this. It's going to help me a lot on camping trips because I'm going to start car camping and doing some other stuff when it gets cooler. It's just too hot to do anything right now. But if you're sitting on the fence and you've heard some good reports about the Predator 350 watt power station, and you've heard some bad reports about the Predator 350 watt power station, this is a good report. I really like this thing. It's going to stay at 100% in the box. So when I need it, I can have this thing in action in 5 minutes. Okay, I hope you found this video to be informative. If you have any questions, please drop me a question or a comment, and definitely give this video a like. I would greatly appreciate it. Once again, this is Matt the Old Florida Boy, and I will see you on the trail, hopefully with the lights on.